Let's go, Colts.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we're in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Everybody's doing this. It's just
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
Not much to speak of. Holiday gain up to the 26.
No doubt about that. A really nice job there from the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
What is going on? I need to watch whatever YouTube has got going on
and not giving
with
ground.
this formation. I need to be a part of it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room on that carry.
They did a really nice job standing their places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun to give to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Big leg.
This is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
One-hitter quitter.
Adonai Mitchell, 75 yards. And the Colts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Baby mama likes a bonus in Ski-Wee.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Gay
it's all about
is
defense.
Good. And that makes it a 7-3
It's all about here in the
lead.
streets. Playing D. Defense.
Touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
Why aren't you switching me off to the closest dude?
Other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And the running lane's not non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Flowers going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him. It's sweet. And the ball is knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take it at the 39-yard line. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football. But, Charles, here's the downside to turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers. Let them try to create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Second and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. And this complete to Mitchell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Richardson going to move him around. Richardson to throw on second down. Left side, he finds Pierce. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Rolling to his left. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go. It's a touchdown for the end zone for the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
into a double team and intercepted.
Brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
He's got to give up after this.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side.
Great field position.
With, you and I both know as special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Looking to throw.
Oh, snap!
It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
They picked my ball off. No, pick 6.
And he will bring this back. It's a
Baby.
Raven touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget it, go for 2. And they
still get back down here.
Scrambling, maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down, here's Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nnamdi Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. .13 yards remaining on second down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson. In trouble. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he will take it across midfield and down to 45. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action with Richardson. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Zaire Franklin.
And he will bring it back. An
interception
return for the Colts TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort
quarter
to match the opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Having a Stevie day, baby.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Steps away to his left.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome.
Stop jumping on my bed.
Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Off play action. Richardson
sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect.
Pick it off, man.
That falls incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson to throw. It's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got his man, and that's the run.
Got it in there. Got it in there.
53 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game.
That's crazy.
Here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Richardson going to change the play here. Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Tamp down. Tap down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Richardson looking to throw it.
And you drop it? And you drop it? Oh my goodness.
And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They throw it out right complete. He's got room to roam. Touchdown.
That's it, baby. That's the icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Don't you wait.
Score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once you get out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. So it's
and he caught that mess. Mark Andrews. Hello to it, baby.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing, Jackson, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick.
This is going to get one today.
And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Richardson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final seconds. They had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted the ball game.
You never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there.
20 points in the fourth quarter.
Ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
Pick 6. Hey, it's Franklin.
So that'll do it for us for Charles Davis and our crew. I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Take away.
From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
I love you, Mom. I love you too, little baby. Four touchdowns. Who was the better quarterback? Anthony Richardson with the 105. 5 INTs though. Woo! They still have 105. I was tossing that rock. Adnan Mitchell with 236 yards. Jeez, oh please. He was just scoring all the touchdowns. How much yak? Got the yak. 100 yards and yak! He was just yakking it up. Yakety yak, don't come back.
You're fucked.
What up, what up?
He says... Yo, what up, buddy?
Let's go, Colts. Spirit of Pac-Man.
Oh, Louise.
The NFL is on EA Sports
Yeah,
in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in
Christian
Santa
McCaffrey.
Clara.
Brock Purdy mouth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got problem, buddy?
Yeah, came out in all black jerseys. Okay.
The former Utah
Yeah, bro.
youth
Trying to be
to
serious
get this
out
one
here.
started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, heck no.
Good
That's a good.
That's how we do it.
Out of bounds up at about the
Spirit of
34-yard line.
Joe Montana out here. Okay, I'll give you some.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
A second down throw for Purdy. The first catch of the game.
What was that?
On your head.
What was that?
And finally taken down.
What in the glitch? Man.
The catch and run. 61 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Come here, Christian McCaffrey.
Is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
we know how to play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good job.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down.
There's a couple of yards. Couple of yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job.
He's a baby mama, 31 years old.
And we'll break that one soon.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Yikes! Oh!
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around
One
the
more.
40-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This will be stopped
Establish the
about
run
2 yards
early.
shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage.
No.
They go backwards there 2 yards. And
Lost
2nd
some yards.
and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Heck of a
Lost some
play there
yards
to
on the
get to him
contact.
quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play
You
design
started watching your
was.
baby
Coming
mama,
up here
man.
looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. That is caught.
Oh, look at that.
And taking it
Oh, doing acrobatic moves, baby.
the 40.
Acrobatics.
Yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down.
Yeah, right.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Yeah!
You are not shedding that tackle like that.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Oh my goodness! How do you overthrow that?
Drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Oh my goodness.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Thank you. Jeez, oh Pete.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Richardson.
Being chased out left.
Oh, it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's
Oh my goodness, all that work for nothing.
here at their own 23. So
consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Oh, my
break
goodness.
away and take control of this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Purdy.
Look at that.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And
Good
that's
job.
going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Forced out to his left.
Eat it.
Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Not that Purdy.
And the defense coming.
Not that Purdy.
Down a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This still smells good. Why are you suggesting the worst defense to play?
Purdy on 4th down.
He dropped it.
Surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage.
Blown up.
38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And this is caught
Touchdown.
inside the 5.
Touchdown.
Touchdown to the end, but a big play on that one. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and goal at the 1. Taylor.
Walking on in there.
Touchdown
Finally.
Indianapolis.
Finally in the end zone.
Good job there, Charles.
Spirit of Peyton
Taking it to
Manning.
the short field, and they score
Spirit of
first,
Edgerrin
pushing it
James.
in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme
Spirit of
there,
Joseph
right? They
Adai
didn't
out
have to do
here.
anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Right, let's keep him off the board.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle. So we'll skip through the end zone for a touchback here. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Purdy sets up to throw again. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Jennings.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Purdy now to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Give it to me.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Nothing like use alert.
They're going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always.
Go, Coach.
This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And he's going to give us the short
this
field.
line out of the locker room? An onside kick
Right out the locker room.
attempt. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead,
already
and they will receive
other side of the field, baby.
I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Easy, easy, lemon squeezy.
Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this front.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Purdy now on second down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Oh, damn, I got suckered in. Oh, put your hands up, black man.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up. Sure.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
10-yard loss.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing here, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, pick it off, baby!
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Damn.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down inside
Wide open Kittle.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Get up, nigga, get up. What are you doing? What was
He
that?
went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
What was
What
that?
happens when they get outside? They want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case,
You have to quit. It's over. What you gonna do? What can you do? You're just losing.